G'day, and welcome back to your bi-daily dose of Karens, Kevins, and their no-good, idiotic, crazy public freakouts here and Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you, you still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. Here we're dropped into the middle of a situation where it seems like flights have been cancelled / delayed for multiple days, and this staff member here honestly seems to have no idea how to properly handle it. Here's the clip. There are three things that are going on here. Either she lacks any form of training for a situation like this, B, just sucks at handling and dealing with other humans and being empathetic towards them, or C, she just does not give 2/10 of a shit. That could be possible here. Ultimately, though, this entire thing just sucks, and yeah. Here we have a Karen messing with the wrong person at Pizza Hut.
I just want to cheese on my order. I don't see a name for brown. Gladys, the call.
And all I want is your name, so that when I leave, I know.
Nothing. Gladys. Oh, no, babe.
I hope you have a better.
No, babe. No, babe. What's your first and last name?
I'll talk to
What's your first and last name?
I'll talk to them.
What's your first and last name? What's your first and last name? Please, Harley. Harley, please. Please, Harley. Please, Harley, please. I will be right with you. This woman is a terrorist and she will be treated as such.
This is crazy. Please tell me your first and last name. Could you please tell me your first and last name?
I came for pizza. Left for the show.
This is one of those situations where I wish manuals were just slightly more common, because it'd be funny to watch her stall the car as she's trying to get out of there fast. Either way, I love the guy's comment. She is a terrorist and she'll be treated as such. Amazing. This guy comes across his local crazy Karen person who so happens to also be his stalker for reasons I'll explain soon. Here's the clips.
Recording for mine, safe. How about them?
I got you on recorder!
Okay, bye. Deuces, big dog. Don't hit my car. Better not.
You think I won't?
Do it. Go ahead.
You think I won't?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You better not.
You can't stop me.
Do it.
I just got a hold of your real dad!
Who's my real dad?
I just got a hold of him.
Who is it? You better get on somewhere. You done lost your marbles, girl.
No.
Yeah. What you trying to do? Stop the car?
You're not going nowhere.
You ain't the incredible. Watch me. You ain't the Incredible Hulk.
You're not
If
going.
I got to, I'll run you over.
Go ahead, run over me.
Bye. Deuces. See, you ain't going nowhere. Womp womp. Go now. Get out of here.
No.
Yeah. Go, bruh. You want some sunscreen? You look sunburned. You want some sunscreen? Don't hit it either. Why are you shaking? You need a cool drink? You need a cool drink. Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
Don't ever say anything about my goddamn daughter!
Christina, go.
Take a picture. Go ahead.
Go away.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go away.
Jeff's after you.
No, I don't care. The cops are after you. I called them. You're going to jail. We're trying to go in the store and you're acting crazy. If you want to talk.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
No, it's mine. Here.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
No. Go. Shoot.
Piece of garbage.
Your mom.
What? You're letting that dumbass. Hey, about me and my son. He's not saying anything about your son. Christina, let's not yell. Everyone's hearing us and they're going to think you're crazy. We can talk normal.
No, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, you are.
See, talk like that. Let's talk.
He's after him.
Then tell him to come do something.
Wait. Come here. Come here.
I'm done with you.
Let's talk. I'm done. Wait, it's over. I'm done.
Yes, those were two separate occasions over multiple days. It's quite fun, isn't it? Anyway, apparently the reason why she's been chasing after him is because apparently someone prank called her pretending to be him. He vehemently denies it being him himself, but ultimately I don't think it matters in this case here, because even if it was, this seems to be a bit excessive over a simple prank call. I don't know. It seems like she has a few screws loose and maybe some nuts and bolts that aren't quite where they're meant to be. Here we have a guy complained to one of his neighbors above him in an apartment complex because they're too heavy on their feet and are apparently stomping around. Here's the clip.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how many times I have to come over and tell you guys to stop really like stomping. It was 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to get some rest. I'm working a lot. And you guys really, like, come on.
We were just getting ready for church. We're not like...
I understand. Everybody else is getting ready for other things too, but they're not like jumping.
We're not jumping. We're just walking
Well,
around.
it sounds like you are. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, stop, please. It's really annoying.
Well, I think that it's just the, like, about apartment living. Or, I think it's just
I
how...
never hear anybody else do that.
Well, because
It's
we're
only
right
you guys.
above you. Of course you
Yeah,
don't hear anybody...
I've lived in a million different apartments, never had that kind of problem, but I'm having that problem with you. So what is it?
Well, this is a...
Do you guys hear your neighbors above? I bet that you don't.
We
I
do.
have spoke
It's...
with them.
What? That's how it is in apartment living.
Clearly, it's not getting to you.
Maybe you should move to the... Maybe you should move to the fourth
maybe you
floor.
should tell me what to do, huh?
Did you guys hear that?
I'm sorry, buddy, but it's really just as simple as that some people are heavier on their feet than others. I mean, I live in a 2-story house with my family and my parents because screw getting into the Australian rental market. It is a pain in the ass that I tried for about a year, never got anywhere, so gave up. Anyway, you can hear whenever I walk around upstairs or when my parents walk around upstairs because we're tall people, we have some weight, so we're heavier on our feet, but you barely hear my little sister unless she's going down the stairs because the stairs creak. But ultimately speaking, it's just because there's people above you in floors above you. Some people are going to be heavier on their feet than others, and there's not much you can really do about that. It is just something you get used to when you live in an apartment. Some people are going to be loud on their feet because that's just how it is. I don't know what else to tell you there. Here we are at a Dollar General store where prices seem to be slightly incorrect. There's some issues going on between the customer and the employee here. Here's the clip first.
Say whatever you want. So you said what now, ma'am? What? The 360 was taken off? The discount was taken off?
You avoided it. That's why it says
That's why it's
negative 360.
But you just told me that was the discount already taken off.
That's the
No.
excuse me. That is the price right there.
It says 50% off orange tag discount taking at register. At the register. I get over here. It never came off. You see it says 3. Can I finish? Go ahead, finish talking.
She literally asked me to avoid it.
Because it didn't come
avoided
off. Because it didn't come off.
It's already off of it.
But that's not what it says on the tag. I don't know why you're yelling at me. You have to honor
Can
what
you
the
look
sign
at
says.
The other one
I'm
that you
looking.
got
Show
here?
me. Show
the
me.
other one
Show
literally
me.
states
Show me.
1170 savings of 385, 785.
Off the tag. That's off.
785.
Why are you yelling? You didn't prove your point.
How did I not prove my point?
You
It's
told me
literally
that
right
it
here
can't.
in
But
black and
ma'am,
white.
that's the orange tag. The orange thing says, ladies and gentlemen, 50% off taken at register. At the register. I can read.
Yeah. Can you please leave?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Leave, please.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll go get the manager to have you.
Please, thank you
Otherwise,
very
we'll
much.
stay put.
Thank you. Call them. Because this doesn't make any sense. This is Dollar
what you're
General.
saying is
Ma'am,
the
all
way-
you have to do is do the thing. Now I got to make a corny video and post it everywhere because it says it right
I'm so sorry.
there.
Do you feel like you have to do
I
that?
do, yes.
If you're saying that this is like this, and it should be part off, then this should be $785 less.
So then
half
that
of
means
this,
it
but it's
doesn't prove
not.
your point. Then you didn't. You're trying to prove your point. You don't. Everything that you're saying is not proving your point. The only thing I'm saying is I was going to take everything off because you said the price is already discounted. Okay, I believed you. When you pointed to this sign over here, it says discount taken at register. Discount taken at register. So when you tell me that, that's when I said, well, you know what? At least give me my 50% off the thing of the orange tag. I didn't even try to get all the stuff.
It's already off the orange
Ma'am,
tag.
you can't keep telling me that if it doesn't say that right there. This is crazy. You can't keep saying that.
If it's not already off, then this should be lower.
You should
But
take
it's
the
not.
sign down. You can't have a sign that says discount taken at register if you're not
It
going to take it off.
did.
It did not, ma'am.
It's literally in black and white that it did it for this one. Okay. She is saying because it didn't go for.
Can you please tell the truth? That's not what happened.
This seems just a touch messy, if I'm completely honest, because based upon the wording of the sign itself, I can see where the person's coming from here. And I think the first thing I want to start off with, if the item is $11.70 something, 50% off isn't 50% of it isn't $3.60. It's not quite correct there. It going down to 7 something for being 50% off isn't 50% off. That's more like 30, 40% off, somewhere in that margin over there. Because, you know, the $7 is 50% of $14. That's not quite correct, but, you know, I would assume that it's probably like it has the price on the tag there, but the price is not going to always be accurate because people can move tags around to attempt to skirt the system, and the system has the item's actual price in there and then should automatically be applying a 50% off price here. It seems like that when it gets scanned into the actual register itself, some items aren't being put in correctly, giving the 50% off of the normal price, because that's how specials that's over here in Australia anyway. When I used to work at a major supermarket, any specials that would be there, it would give you the original price of the item, and then the next line would be the discount to give you the special. Whether, let's say, you get 2 items for $5, it'll put the 2 items in at their normal price. Let's say it's $5 per item, and then after that line, it'll say -$5 for special discount and stuff along those lines. And from what we can see there, it seems to work roughly the same. It gives you the original price and has the discount underneath it. It just seems like the discount isn't being applied correctly for certain items, which isn't exactly great. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this one in the comments down below? Here we have a very interesting clip where apparently the person behind the camera here belongs to a big company, and they're currently got a client who's autistic, and apparently something's occurred where food wasn't delivered in a timely fashion and drinks weren't apparently marked correctly, so she's upset and starts going off at the people in the drive-thru.
Right now.
I'll give you my name is Heather. Thank
Yep.
you.
And guess what? I work for a very big company. So just wait. And you're treating autistic people this way. And yes, I am recording you.
No, are you autistic?
You are treating my resident right now who needs his food that is autistic like.
Still trying to figure out why we're crying.
So go ahead. I want my food and I want it now. And this right here is going to show you how you treat autistic people.
You know that.
And I'm going to call the cops too, and I'm going to show them this video and how you treat autistic people.
At the end of the day, she's my boss. So I can
Well, that's okay, because your boss is about to go viral for treating an autistic kid like and refusing him his food.
The autism. It's
No, it's because y'all got smart because you did not label the.
Listen to you.
Because he had a Diet Coke. He can't have caffeine. Really? Because I asked which one was the Diet Coke. Did I or did I not? He cannot have caffeine.
Is I went through 4 people to talk to you.
Really? Because the first girl got an attitude because I asked her if it was diet or not.
Okay, so
He cannot have caffeine.
we refuse service.
Fun fact, did you know Diet Coke has more caffeine than regular Coke? Yeah. If your client truly needs no caffeine, then Diet Coke is totally not the way to go, because that's worse than normal Coke. There is a thing called caffeine-free Coke for that situation. So, yeah, that's a bit of an absurd reaction, and honestly, for the most part here, I'm sitting here thinking, if the person she was talking about was diabetic, okay, I get it. I can completely understand why that would be the case. But I'm not 100% sure why this person being autistic would matter with these type of things. I mean, especially getting food to them very quickly. I don't get it. Maybe it's just because I just don't understand it. There might be a reason for it, and if there is, I'm sorry, I'm wrong on that one. But ultimately, I feel like this is an absurd overreaction to something very minimal. Yes, there is those punch things in most drink caps. I don't know if that'd be the case here for Burger King. The Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King Australia, does have those punch caps to punch in if it's a no sugar or it's a diet variety of the drink. But if you're wanting to get the no caffeine version for your autistic client, Diet Coke has more caffeine in it than normal Coke. So ultimately, I don't think that helps you. In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's having their first time at peak hour public transport.
Karen yells at man on crowded subway for holding on to support pole.
Move your arm. Move your arm. No, it's not your business. I paid my fare. Okay? So not to have your arm in front of my face.
Look around.
I don't give a I care what's in front of me. Understand that? I'm not here for nobody else. I'm here for me.
That's very obvious.
Yes, so then move your arm please up a little bit so it's not in front of my face.
You know, if you're asking me to move it up a little bit.
No, you didn't give me so damn rude and obnoxious.
Yeah, who's being rude or obnoxious?
You, if I'm speaking up place out, who the hell's going to?
Are we getting pumped?
Excuse me, move your arm. Now what's the problem? You're waiting for what? For me to say the PLEASE? Because I'm not going to do it.
I'm not moving anywhere. I am holding onto the bar like everybody.
Yeah. If my husband's an officer, this wouldn't happen. Trust me. That is nice. Fucking can't stand anymore.
Hit the plus for more Karen content.
I say that because if anyone who's actually been on a train or a bus or any form of public transport in peak hour, like when everyone's going to work or everyone's coming home from work, this is common. People are going to be stuck standing up and are holding on to support poles. This may occur to have some arms flailing all over the place, maybe in your way. Unfortunately, that's just how it is on a crowded train or a crowded bus. It's just how it's going to go. Complaining about it is just going to make your trip worse, you dumb fuck. In this next clip, we seem to have a Karen who's extremely unhappy with the food they order and therefore requesting their money back, in probably by far the worst way possible.
You got your money right there.
No, I don't. Because until you ask me the money, it ain't my money. So that ain't my money. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Give me my, I have the receipt. Give me my money back. 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 All these, didn't nobody do nothing to you. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Estamos hablando y estamos
I'm trying to get the Giants to win. What else anybody else got in mind? Can we go for the Giants?
This clip leaves me with several questions, mainly because I just wonder, why is she wanting her money in the back in the first place? Was there something wrong with her food? Was there maybe some hair, or she got the wrong order? Like, she asked for, let's say, something to be taken out of a burger, and that tomato or that onion or whatever it is was actually put into the burger, or the order was done slightly wrong. Whatever the reason is, I'm honestly curious on why the people at the registers just didn't give the money back or give another option sooner. I don't know the reality of what happened here, but this person was extremely unhappy and just kept demanding for their money back, and when they weren't getting it back, they decided to up the levels to make sure that they're probably not going to get their money back by just taking something random on the desk there and just throw it off to the side. And of course they do it again a little later, which is just a question, like, if you really want your money back, why are you destroying property of this retail, of this fast food restaurant? What's the point in doing that? It only makes it that you're probably going to have to pay something in the future, especially if they decide to press charges or you get caught up by the law for this type of thing. I don't know. And also, what's with the charges thing, just repeating the same thing over and over and over again, expecting to get different results? Here we go, fight between the neighbor and the person who lives at this house and potentially their landlord. I'm not 100% sure. Some of the things said in this clip makes it seem like it's a landlord thing, but then other things make it seem like it's a HOA thing. I don't know. I'll let you watch the clip and I'll get back to you in a moment.
Leave my house for my kids to play. They can't play in the road because she stops them and puts violations on my door. I can't have a dog that barks. I can't have a dog that whines, but all these other people have dogs and they bark, and you can't even walk down the street without them barking your head off out of their own house. But my dog can't make a noise?
Your dog was on the back step barking and it tore up
a blanket because I just got him. I didn't even have him a week. Dogs have to adjust, Christy. I can't even walk my dog because they get attacked. I have two videos. I have two videos of my dog getting attacked by two park owner dogs. Ruthie's dogs and Russ's dogs. Both of them dogs approached my dog without a leash. I was walking in the middle of the road, but yet nothing happens. I called you and I sent you a message, and so did I send the dog warden. The same video that I sent you. You're right. Nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. You're right. What the dog warden did. Because you guys called them on you called the health department on me. And yet they came and did an inspection and showed nothing. And yet now you're telling me I have more trash on I have no tools in my porch. But look at Bruce's. Bruce has a bike. Why is he allowed? Why are they allowed a moped on their porch, but I can't have bikes for my children? I'm only allowed two. I have 4 kids. But I can only have 2 bikes. No, you're telling me I don't have a porch. You're telling me I can't put nothing on my porch. I had a toilet on my porch, and you called the health department. Wow, because I just pulled it out of my house within that day. My bad, I don't hire a company to remodel my home. I do it on my own. So it might take me a day or 2.
Take some of the garbage off the back deck.
There is no garbage. Go ask the health department. There is no garbage on my back deck. I have a table. I have 2 tables, chairs, a grill, and a swing chair that I can't put on my front patio because you guys threw a hissy fit about it last time when I first moved in. You're right. This is exactly the problem. This is why my lawyer will be in contact with you, because what you guys are doing is illegal. Yes, it is. I have proof. Just wait. I didn't sign no rules with that. None. It's posted in the mailbox from 2016. You keep changing the rules every month, every year, every day you change the rules. It even says it in your own lease. You cannot accommodate the rules. You cannot change or modify the lease without both parties' approval. You've never had both parties' approval. Now they're telling me I have to move my car. They're going to remove my car. It's my car. You have 2 cars. Did they tell you to remove it?
That's a friend of mine.
You're not allowed. Yes, you are. It says it in the rules that you're allowed 2 vehicles per lot. It even says it. It's not expired. I didn't put the sticker on it. They're not expired. Call the DMV. They're not expired. I sent you the proof. Ma'am.
I am just a little bit... I don't even know where to start with this one. There's just so much happening and so much stupid crap just going on. It's utterly insane. So I'm assuming that the people here, the old couple, they live in this neighborhood because they do, and they own another house in this neighborhood. I'm leaning more towards they're the landlords, considering there's a lease signed and things on those lines. But I'm also thinking that maybe they're also a part of the HOA for the neighborhood, because considering they live here, they own at least 2 places here, And the tenant here is pointing out what other people in the neighborhood are doing, so it seems like it might be that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to lean more towards the landlord angle, though, because that's something we can basically confirm. The rest of it, not so much. And it's just... like, look, I get it, you live nearby your house, but you shouldn't, like, it's one of those things where you're not meant to be, like, picking on the day-to-day basis of what your tenant's doing. Like, oh, you get a blanket, and they get a blanket, and the dog rips it up in the day, and the mess is everywhere for that day and that day only. That's not what you call people for or get them in trouble for. This happens, especially with a new dog, a dog that is young, that's inexperienced. They're just going to tear up random crap. Heck, the dog that we currently own used to do that a lot. Nowadays, not really. It takes like 6-7 months before she breaks through her bed and then tears it up once that happens. But it takes a while before she actually breaks through accidentally. Whilst in the past, she would just rip things apart for the sake of that's just what dogs do. Calling up the health inspectors to come and making a health complaint because they've got a toilet out on the front porch for like a day is just so ridiculous. Like, these just seem like some overbearing landlords that are just like continuously watching their other house. It's like, if that's what you're gonna do, then why the hell do you rent it out in the first place if you're going to be so observant and watch everything that happens to the house? Like, these are people who are living here too, you know? They're gonna do their own thing, and this will lead to sometimes there's gonna be messes about because, you know, we're only human. We're not gonna be tidy, neat freaks 24/7. That's just not how this works. Here we got a very interesting clip where we have an owner of a dog who doesn't have her dog on the leash and is not really good at controlling their dog when they're off the leash, and it turns out that they're not quite good at controlling their dog when they have a leash.
Recall your dog?
Oh, sure.
I don't care if he's friendly, put him on a leash. Put him on a leash, please. But he's approaching us while we're training dogs. This is an on-leash park, right?
To a person. You take those little rats. Take your big dog that you cannot control. Get the out of my face.
What are you doing?
Are you gonna hit me in my face? We have you recorded.
Get your dog and leave, please. All we asked was you to leash your dog, and then you got dragged to other people. Your dog is way out of control. Get out of here.
Dog, and you won't have an issue.
You're the one breaking the law, lady.
Dog is terrified.
You're getting dragged up to people. I have it all on camera.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, what? Us telling you to leash your dog? Let's go back to work.
I have my gripes with dogs that are not on leashes. There's a story to that. It's in a video somewhere. I'm not going to redo that here because it's only a short clip. But ultimately, it's like one of those things where you should just have your dog on a leash unless you're in a dog park where you can clearly see everything, and only ever take your big dogs in the big dog section. Like, it just annoys me that this owner clearly hasn't really trained their dog well, or maybe the dog is young and isn't really trained that well because you know it's young and it takes a lot of effort. But clearly, according to the information we have here, her dog, once it was leashed, dragged her towards this other person. Clearly you have no control over your dog, and maybe you should be better and actually train them, so this dog doesn't end up like many others, where it attacks someone and gets put down because of it. In this clip, we got a bit of a loony Karen on the plane here who seems to be going on a bit of a ramble and a rant about other people getting drinks before her, and seems to have a little bit of a racist intent.
You're serving them drinks, but I'm white. You're disturbing the cabin. That's number one. No, I'm not. So we're asking you kindly, if you don't mind, just to take your seat. I will. We will not be serving you any alcohol. You never served me any alcohol, but you served the black people. We will not be serving you any. And that's fine. Okay. And you never served me anyone. But you're discriminating against me because I'm white. Again, I'm going to ask you just to take your seat. I am going to sit. Okay. But you're discriminating against me because I'm white. I'm white, and you don't like white people. Black life matters, white life matters. Where it's all peace and love. Fucked up. Fucked up shit. White life matters, black life matters. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm disturbing somebody.
So there's probably a few things with this one here. Genuinely, she's either gotten a little high or something prior to the flight, which I doubt that'd be the choice you'd make, because that could get you in a bit of trouble, or probably more likely had some alcohol whilst waiting for the flight, because that is a possible thing. Actually, I don't know what is within American airports. I know here in Australia, past the security, when you're in like the waiting lobby, you got your foods, you've got Lego stores for some reason, don't ask why. Get some Lego on your way out of the city you're in, I suppose. And then there's also bars and restaurants where you can get alcohol, you can even buy wine, and supposedly she may have gotten a little bit tipsy from that and is now just spewing her very not great thoughts out to everyone to make everyone understand that, in truth, behind the mask, she's a bit of a racist. Oh well, the mask is gone now. Also, I just love how they did the call, when she did the call for staff button, they turned it off, and then she turned it back on, they turned it off again, and then she turns it back on, and finally someone decides to come to actually give her something. It's just like, lol, oh, you're trying to turn it on? No, we're turning it off first. Sorry about that, we don't want you. Here we have an old guy who reversed accidentally back into someone else's car, and when it turns out that he's actually done some form of damage to that person's car, he tries to get the person to give them $300 because they can't afford to deal with another crash in their record.
How are you trying to bribe me for money, though?
I'm saying I'm not trying to bribe you, I just don't want to take advantage of anybody.
But you're saying you're gonna lie and say that I hit you, but you backed into me?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I can't afford to have another accident on my record.
But you say you're gonna lie on me?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because I can't afford to not lie. I can't afford to not say that you hit me.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm not gonna, okay.
So you decide if you want to go to the bank, if you want to call the police and I'll lie. That's your option. $300.
Okay. I'm okay with the 300. I'm gonna call the police.
Okay, you're old man, so in my understanding, you're at that age where maybe it's not the greatest idea for you to continue driving. Especially if, in this video, you state you can't afford to deal with another crash on your record. Then why are you not being like 10 times more careful and more aware of your surroundings so you don't get yourself in an accident that you're clearly at fault in? Like, why do you keep going on? Like, genuinely, it's a question. If you can't afford to be at fault in a crash anymore, then why aren't you 10 times more careful so you don't do something as simple as reversing into someone else's car? It's not that hard, man. It really isn't. And also, to the woman driving a car, I hope that you had a dash cam to prove that, yeah, he reversed into you. Like, yeah, he's probably now going to try and lie and get out of this situation as much as he can. I hope you won. I hope that his lying didn't work and he now has to deal with the consequences of his actions. But this is why I'm always going to state, have a dash cam. Literally. Save you in cases like this. You've got evidence that proves, yep, he reversed into me. It doesn't matter how much he lies and tries to pretend that he didn't do that. You've literally got video evidence. Granted, in this case, you've also recorded him telling you that he's going to make up a lie so he doesn't have to deal with the consequences of his actions, but, you know, it's just good to have the backup, you know? In this first clip, we've got a Kevin who's completely losing his mind on the phone to the 911.
Now Karen needs police immediately.
You! You! Who the f do you think you are? Who the f do you think you are? I need cops here right now! Give me a cop! Give me cops here! Please, right now!
So we're having a good day?
Data point! This guy just made me cry. This little crybaby.
So we're having a great day.
I'm so done. Just please give me a... Just give me a copy. I am dumb. Please give me a copy. Please give me a copy. Where's my card?
You threw it out of your hand.
Give me my card.
You grab it. I'm not touching it.
Yo!
Grab it. Grab your card.
What, man?
Grab your card.
You just... You're weirdo.
You're the one who grabbed the chick's ass, bro. You grabbed the chick's ass, not him, so...
Who's
that I can have? The server. Who's that? Bring her out here, man. Pick up the card.
Follow for more dramatics.
Please send a cop here.
So what I can gather from the back end of that conversation is he apparently touched someone inappropriately, the server of the party that's supposedly going, as we hear by the music in the background. What an asshat. Here you have a Karen who seemingly illegally parks behind someone else's car, and when they come out and say, hey, can you move your car so I can go get my son from school, they just ignore her and walk away.
This is my car and I need to leave. Please don't do it, okay? It's rude.
You don't have the right to recording me.
You're not going to do anything. Please don't block my car. I need to get my son. It's rude. You can park right here. I'm going to send this. I'm going to send this to the apartment manager. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Ma'am, please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Oh my God.
Wouldn't there be like a number you could call that could get someone to tow this car away because it's illegally parked and it's blocking you from actually doing anything with your vehicle, especially in a situation where, you know, your kid's finishing school, you need to go pick them up, but this person's literally just parked and left. Wouldn't you have would that be a thing in America where you can just call a number and get a car towed because it's illegally parked, or is that just an entire kerfuffle? I don't know. It seems insane that someone just does this, even though the direction that she ends up walking, you can see how many car spaces are over there. There are literally empty car parking spots that she walks past to wherever she's going. Why even park there? Is it literally just to be petty? Like, what even? Here we have an old man at the bar, I haven't heard this combo before, who is upset that this bar worker is not talking to him enough.
Hey, let's talk about this right now.
What's up?
That's what's up. Your customer service gets a minus for me. I try to talk to you, you say nothing to me. You act like I don't exist. You disrespected me greatly. Why do you do that? Do you think that you're prideful or what? Are you better than me or something? What's going on?
No, I have multiple tables and a bar to take care of.
That sounds made up. You are sitting here doing this. I say kind words to you. You say nothing back to me. Why?
Because
you think I'm a drug dealer and an asshole and a crick cocksucker or what?
no.
What is it then? I am. You back off, you muscle man.
Well, if you don't believe it's something working.
Prove it.
Well, I won't. It'll be 911.
I don't give a f***. I talk to cops all day.
Okay, I'm calling 911.
You already. Save your goddamn call. Little bitch, treat me right or else. I ain't getting disrespected by a little bitch like you. Little hoe. Fucking acting up like that. You, man. What's wrong with you? Who do you think you are? Be humble and gentle, dummy. God damn it.
I mean, I can understand being slightly upset that, the bar worker's not talking to me enough to what I believe, but this also could be that he's expecting some flirtation or some things along those lines. But yeah, the response she had was perfectly reasonable. She's trying to manage multiple tables and the bar. Unfortunately, she doesn't really have the time to do small talking right now. Then, of course, one of the other guys was walking by doing their thing and just stopped like, what in the world are you doing? You good, sir? You good going off at my staff member like that? And he just goes off at him instead too, which is, man, go home. You're drunk. You're clearly just drunk. Go home.